What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something that was super popular when I posted it a couple months ago. We're going to dissect your listings. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. I'm going to go on Airbnb. I'm going to check out a few listings. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly of it. I'm going to show you in a good listing some things that could be done better or aren't needed at all. And when you're doing this yourself, you're checking out a comp group or you're checking out a new market that you're going to get into, I want you to ask these questions to yourself. What do I want to see when I'm a guest looking for an Airbnb? And then second, what does Airbnb want to see? And I think that's the trickier question in it. What does Airbnb want to see on its platform? What would you want to see if you were Airbnb? So hang tight. I'm going to pull up a couple listings. We're going to check them out. I'm going to show you exactly how to make your listing stand out on this platform. Let's do it. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna pick some random listings, see what's good, what's bad, what we can start doing a little bit better, and then you can use this to edit your own listings. And keep in mind, it's best to edit your listings at least once a month just to keep the Airbnb algorithm nice and fresh. Same thing with VRBO. When you get to a bigger and bigger portfolio, similar to mine, I'm in the small to medium scale, about 30 different listings. It does take some time, so you have to pick and choose exactly, set aside 2 or 3 hours to do this and edit your listing descriptions and titles and everything, but we're going to check all that out today. Let's pick a random destination. Let's do Lake Michigan. We'll do a weekend in the fall for 4 guests. Sweet. Super random. I've never even been to this area. Let's do this bungalow in Greenville. Looks like it has great reviews, 123 5-star reviews. This is awesome. Right off the bat, pictures are okay. I like the setup and everything here. The one suggestion I would add is this should be a professional photo. This is a beautiful photo right here. Yeah, these should all be professional. You can see they're a little blurry. You can tell they were taken by a phone or just uploaded in a weird fashion. So definitely that. This as well. So first and foremost, professional photos are a go-to. I will add a good thing here for this one is they added photo descriptions. This is huge. This is something that not a lot of people do. This just adds more text to your listing. It also just makes it easier for guests to understand what's going on. Airbnb likes it when there's more text, more descriptions. Make sure that it's relevant, of course. This one is perfect. What they supply, they have the hair dryer, walk-in shower. Like, this is perfect. The only thing I would add to this is where this bathroom is. So you could see, is this the master? Is this the second bedroom? Whatever it is. All right, let's check out the rest of the listing. Perfect. They got all their little top 5% of homes. This is awesome. John, you're crushing it. Dedicated workspace. You can't control this stuff, but these are just some of the highlights that Airbnb pulls up. Let's check out the description. Okay, so right off the bat, well, a lot of context. Okay, right off the bat, I'm not going to bore you with reading all this, but I would slim this down in some fashion. I would take, a copy and paste and put this into a chat GPT or system like that and try to slim it down, keep the most important stuff, but just decrease the amount of characters in here just to make it easier. Like, I don't even know where to start here. It's a bit overwhelming. If you want as well in the space area, this is good. They have the most context in the space. That's where you want the most context. But divide this up with titles. So this is a nice little intro about the area and then about the home. Okay, and then boom, we're getting into furnishing. So maybe and you talk about the living room, then dining room, and then enter in a bullet talking about the dining room, and then kitchen, bathrooms, and so on. And then this stuff here, let's see. Yeah, it's getting a little all over. You've got the generator. There's some stuff that just doesn't need to be in here. Definitely slim up guest access. Definitely slim up other things to note. Like, the reason why they've got all activities in here, you should put this in a guidebook or in the neighborhood section, which we'll go check out in a second. Honestly, you don't want to be scrolling too much through here. I wouldn't know where to start. And, people might just start scrolling, forget about it, and go to another listing. All right, they got all these set up. So this is when you select rooms in Airbnb, just always make sure you're assigning a bed to a room or assigning a sleeping space to a room, just so it's easily laid out in your listing. If you don't, this will just be blank and people will be asking you all the time, hey, where's a queen bed? Where's a twin bed? Where can my kids sleep? Where can my dog sleep? Whatever it is. I'm not going to click into this, but just by the number of amenities, they've already clicked off pretty much everything, which is great. The secret sauce here is you want to click on all the amenities you have and you want to click off all the amenities you don't have. Now, Airbnb did an update where you don't, well, I don't know if you have to necessarily click off. Like what I mean by that is if you don't have a dishwasher, you click no instead of yes. I don't know if you have to do that anymore, but just double check it when you're going through here. It's best to click everything. Sometimes I've seen this happen. If you don't click like we have AC, it'll say no AC. And if you're in a place like Phoenix, Arizona, and you have no AC, no one's going to book that place. And Airbnb will actually put it up on your listing, no AC. Even though you have it, you just haven't clicked the button. So just make sure to fill that all out. All right, look at this. They're crushing it. John's a great host. He's killing it. He's got one person out of 4-star review. Look at this. This is unreal with all the 5 stars. So they're doing a good job. Lastly, we got neighborhood highlights. Wow. Okay, cool. So same here. I would just slim this up, but honestly, this is pretty good. Like maybe just honestly just put it in a ChatGPT just to clean it up, but it's got everything you need about the area. I would still keep all these highlights in there, talking about downtown Grand Rapids, which is awesome, talking about the area, and then getting around. Yeah, perfect. One little small paragraph. Sometimes ours is just a sentence that say like, hey, if we're in a city like Nashville, hey, we're in an urban area, we suggest Uber or Lyft to get around to the best spots in Nashville. But this is perfect. Also adding parking in here is huge. Last little bit, they got a co-host. Everything looks good. Rules, everything is filled out. Make sure to fill all this stuff out on yours, especially this section. This is fine. I have additional rules at some properties that are huge, so put that in there. You want it all documented. It is tedious, but you want it all documented for sure. And then you've got the little checkout instructions as well. Safety, I don't think Airbnb will let you list without this stuff anymore for good reason. Make sure this is all filled out. And then you got your cancellation period. Sweet. So honestly, I would give this listing 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. They've only got really 2 things to do. Get professional photos. I think the layout of this is pretty good as well, especially this one. This is beautiful. Honestly, the home, if this was, this comes with a pontoon boat. I didn't even realize that. That's amazing. Talking about the title too, before we hop off, they did a good job that you put your best amenity in the first kind of, 30 characters or so. Because when you go to search, let me go back to the search and show you. When you go to the search, look what comes up here. Always East Lake, swimming, pet friendly, and then ... If you have like a name like the Lakefront Cottage on Lake Michigan, and then all your cool amenities, it's just going to get cut off. You want the most enticing stuff right here in the beginning of your title. See, there's a lot of, oh my gosh, everything is named a cottage here. So maybe to differentiate, I would change this up. Maybe put the name of the actual property in there. I saw they had something. Let's see. Yeah, the Nesting Loon Bungalow. I would put Nesting Loon with 22 foot pontoon. But this is awesome. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10. Just do professional photos and to clean up the listing descriptions. All right, we're doing a second one here. Let's pick another random destination. We went in the Midwest. Let's go to the Southeast. We'll go to New Orleans, Louisiana. Flexible. October. Everyone for a week? Let's go for a weekend, and let's go with 8 guests. I've never been in New Orleans. I'd love to go. Let me check out where. Oh, wow. Pretty cool setup there. That's amazing. Okay, let's check out. We did a really good, wow, there's a lot of really good listings here. Holy cow. All right, let's do the Spacious Estate. All right, 154 reviews, 4.66. So right off the bat, got to have more of a creative or catchy title here. Give it a name, talk about the amenities or where it's at. Also, I think these pictures look, so they're definitely not professional, but they're done on a nicer camera than the last one we did. You can tell this listing is very basic. They have kind of cheaper appliances and amenities. or bedding and everything in here. So that's one thing about your photos as well. You can get, like, let's say for this home, you can get professional photos, but if the rooms and everything don't really, stand out, or they don't have, just nice decor, it's not going to help too much. And these look pretty good though. And I like the layout here. I would, instead of having 2 photos of the bedroom, I would add another photo maybe of the backyard into the first 5 here. And maybe not the entrance, although this does look kind of nice. All right, let's head down. Okay, first look, this is something that I like. Let's see if they have everything you need. Get a nice intro, where it's located. I would be more specific about where it's located. Obviously, you don't want to give the address, but you want to give a neighborhood or something. Maybe get a little more charismatic and kind of fun in this as well. ChatGPT can help with that. I would remove this thing about the space or the cleaning. I would put the cleaning kind of in other notes. Amount of text in here is good, but they've got to add more about what's going on inside the home. What's the kitchen stocked with? What's the living room stocked with? What can they do in the backyard? How much of the space is theirs? All that good stuff should be added in here. Just a little bit more detail, get a little bit more fun with it. This is very kind of, this leaves a lot of questions for guests, whereas the first one, you might have had questions because there was too much. This is, you have questions because there's not enough. So you want to find that nice balance. This is cool. They've got the pictures associated with the bedrooms, which is nice. Yeah, for sure. This needs to kind of be updated in terms of the decor and everything. But, that's all up to people's budget and how much cash they have to put in their property. That's not really listing specific. This place offers, it looks like they've clicked everything. 65, they might need to click a little bit more if they've forgotten a couple things, but they've got the basics in there. This should answer most of the questions from guests. This is good. Reviews, they've had some tough ones. I've been there. Trust me, I've been in this area before. You might have done everything right and it still goes wrong. It's okay. It happens. All right. We've got the location. Yeah. See, okay. So the getting around is fine. Definitely. I would maybe add a little bit more about its walkability. What's going on over here in the Village de l'Est? Is that what it's called? Yeah. This looks like, can you walk through this kind of marshland? What's this? Look, this is, New Orleans always fascinates me. It's very cool. Very cool. Something to check out. But anyway, like, what's the walkability here? How close are we to, I don't know, the famous area, downtown New Orleans, stuff you see during Mardi Gras, but like this neighborhood highlights, this has got to be changed. Airbnbs can't do anything with this. There's nothing specific here. This is just quiet residential neighborhood. Most residents are homeowners. Tell us a little bit more about, what's the neighborhood called? Red Boulevard East or Willowbrook, whatever this would be considered, Little Woods. Tell us a little bit more about these neighborhoods, or just about East New Orleans in general, what people can find there, what the neighbors are like, what the town is like, just to help yourself out from a search perspective. Then last but not least, looks like they've got all these filled out as well, which is awesome. Cool. So I think like the review rating, I think the listing kind of suits it as well. Not knocking on this. These are easy changes that this host can make. Alex obviously is doing a huge job. He's got probably 3 or 4 years under his belt, maybe even more with 154 reviews. I would give this a 6 out of 10 though, with some room to grow. This could be a killer home if you really kind of spruced up the interior and filled out this listing a little bit more. All right, last one. I wanted to do 3 of these for you. Honestly, I have fun doing these. What we do? We did the Midwest. We did Lake Michigan. We did Southeast. We did New Orleans. Where do we want to go now? We want to go to the Pacific Northwest. We want to go to Bend, Oregon. Let's do it. Would love to go to Bend. Shout out my friend Ed, who lives up in Bend, Oregon. Big skier up at Mount Bachelor. 6 people week. We're going for a week. Ooh, spending a lot of time there. We're going for a week in September or October. A lot of awesome homes here. Holy cow. Oh boy. A lot of homes, crushing it. Let's go to page 3. Let's see what's in page 3. I guess places that are available for, oh my gosh, man. Wow, this is crazy. All right, let's see what we can change about one of these. Oh my goodness. Let's go to this behemoth of a home. Okay, absolutely beautiful. It's going to be hard for me to critique something like this, but here we go. So right off the bat, photos are killing it. You've got just this grand entrance. You could tell the photos are professional. It's taken at a good time of day, golden hour, sun is setting, lights are all on. These are professional real estate photos. You've got the lake that it situates on, which looks, or a pond, a lake, tranquil, quiet, hot tub, Adirondack chairs, living room, flows right into the kitchen, bedroom, decor is all nice. Let's see. Yeah, so they've got photo descriptions as well. And awesome, they added like what bedroom this is associated with, so it gives you an easier understanding of what the layout is like. This is all good. Let's go through. Let's talk about the title: private luxury with hot tub on private lake, amazing views. I would kind of make this into maybe like private lakeside luxury with hot tub, amazing views, something like that. Because you want to get the luxury in there, or maybe kind of it speaks for itself. You don't even need luxury, just private lakeside cabin, although it's a pretty big cabin. Private lakeside cabin with hot tub would help, but this is already in really good shape. I mean, geez, they're crushing it. Okay, let's see here. Other things to know, this is perfect. Cell phones, need to add that. I would also add this into your booking confirmation message, and maybe even a reminder in guest check-in, just depending on how much feedback you get on this. Guest access, this is good with the hiking trails, boats, all that good stuff. Satellite Wi-Fi, no TV, winter vehicle, like you want all that stuff in there. That's perfect. Cool. So one thing I like to add to my listings, and I haven't talked about this to the other two, is I like to add a short intro about, I don't know, maybe 100 characters, 150, and then I'll add what's the distance from some of the top areas. Like, yeah, like here, they have them listed like this. I'll do them in a bullet point fashion, like 12 minutes to Bend, 45 minutes to Bachelor, 4 miles to like, they've also got it all over. Is it either minutes or miles? You want to be consistent with that as well. You can go check out my listings just to see how I do it. I just think it flows a little bit better. But cool here, like need more space. We have more cabins on the property. Is this Tracy? Yeah, Tracy's crushing it. This is a sweet property. Overall, I know it looks like a lot of context here. It could be slimmed down for sure. If you put this in a chat GPT, it'll make it more concise, but they've got it broken up nice. We got an intro about the property. It looks like there's some duplicate information. Make sure that these two don't have to be the same. Put the most of the location and like general information about your property in the listing description. When you get to the space, you want to be talking about the interiors and the amenities. Like I would have this as your intro. High-end masterpiece, craftsmanship, constructed by whoever it is. Douglas fir beams, sorry, the tree type, not the person. But then we go into furnishing on the first floor, kitchen. I would maybe even break this up again, like I was saying in the first one, with living room, kitchen, dining room, bathrooms. And then cool, we've got second floor outside, and then just outdoor activities and stuff. I would stay here for sure. This sounds fun. And they've done a good job, honestly, just organization and conciseness. But overall, sweet home. They've done it here. So the one thing we saw on that last listing, the one in New Orleans, was they had pictures associated with this. How you do that is now there's a new feature in photos where you can assign a photo to a room. They just kind of changed up how you do it. There's no more like spaces and rooms area. So just make sure you're doing that so people can just click through and see it. Honestly, this looks pretty clean with just telling you what it is, but maybe people want to see a photo as well. They've got all their amenities clicked in, which is awesome. I mean, mountain view, lake access, that's huge. So cool. Wi-Fi, 5 stars, 1.4, 1.3. I can tell you the 3 was probably definitely unjustified. The 4 probably as well with a property like this. Wow, this is like super remote. That's so cool. Holy cow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So this is cool too. Like neighborhood highlights, like it's 5 high-end vacation rental homes, talking a little bit about it, the on-site stuff. So if you notice the on-site, this paragraph is also in the listing description. Don't duplicate stuff. Keep things very specific. If you duplicate, you're adding more text where it doesn't need to be added. You want to make sure it's a clean Like neighborhood stuff is in the neighborhood area. Amenity stuff is in the space area. Listing description stuff is in the listing description area. But this is cool, talking about Bend and Central Oregon and a little bit more about it. Getting around. Looks like it's huge. That car is required. I guess that makes sense. How are you going to get out there without a car? But this is all pretty simple. You want to be able to just getting around should be no longer than what they got here. And especially add any requirements for a winter vehicle. That's huge. Tracy's crushing it. She's got all this stuff filled out. You guys know what to do there. So is this better than the first one, guys? Yeah, I want to say this is a 9 out of 10. They just have like little formatting and organization stuff to change. Other than that, this is a really good listing. So yeah, 9 out of 10. What was the first one? We had an 8 out of 10. Second one, 6 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This one takes a cake. I'm going to save it and add it to my nice listings wish list, which I just started today. All right, that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. We'll do more of those, but take those suggestions, put them into your listings. Let me know what you have questions on. And yeah, go check out my profile as well, just to see how I organize things. We keep kind of the same template for 95% of our listings. So no matter which one you click on, it's all going to be kind of similar. So awesome. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.